Evening, everyone. Welcome again. Christine here, your Pampered Chef consultant. Hopping on tonight, or I'm doing butternut squash soup in our Deluxe cooking blender. So this guy's been part of the Pampered Chef line, I think now for 2 seasons. And when it came out, I thought, well, you know, it's blender, that's great. But the cooking option is really fabulous. So there are other powerful blenders on the market, but they don't actually cook. You have to cook the veggies first. Our blender also has, this is a glass pitcher, which I really like. And it has an easy lift off base and handle that you can do. And there is also a smoothie attachment that you can do. But I'm making some butternut squash soup. I've done a little veggie prep beforehand. So this makes it a little bit easier for preparation. And it's all using fresh, simple ingredients that you can definitely get this time of year. So it has the cooking blender comes with this cooking guide, and I'm actually using the recipe right out of the cooking guide. We don't normally typically do the granola on top, that's extra. So I'm just going to do the soup with you. So the first thing we're adding is 2.5 cups of water into the pitcher. And I'm using our Easy Read measuring cups for that 2.5 cups of water. So pour the water in, easy enough. I think everybody can do that. 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. So I'm just going to open my brown sugar bin that's in front of me here. Using my adjustable measuring spoons, it comes with a tablespoon and the teaspoon. So here's 1 tablespoon of brown sugar. And here is a 2nd tablespoon of brown sugar. So water and brown sugar is what's in here now. Then we do 1 teaspoon of salt. Easy enough. So teaspoon adjustable measuring spoon. A teaspoon of salt. 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon. I'm using Pampered Chef's Corn Jeet cinnamon, which was available till the end of December. You can use any kind of cinnamon. So there is the 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon in there. And then I need to add a 1/4 teaspoon of ground ginger. And here is my ground ginger. I have the spice packet here. You can see the color, you probably recognize where it's from. So that's a 1/4 teaspoon of ground ginger. So those are my seasonings. Now I prepped the butternut squash before I went live here. But here's a tip in terms of your squash. If it's getting a little bit hard to peel, stick it in the microwave. I put mine in for 2 minutes, which is a bit much because it's a bit hot. So I'm thinking even a 1.5 minutes in the microwave would work for you. I have the onion in here as well, but here's 3 cups of butternut squash. Be careful when you're putting it in, that not splashing too much of the water out. I almost did there. So I'm just placing the chunks of butternut squash in here. They're raw, not cooked. I only put it in the microwave just to soften the peel a little bit, to make the peeling process a little easier. So that is butternut squash in there. 2 medium carrots peeled, cut into chunks. I have these skinny little baby carrots. So I've got 6 here. I don't know, I'm guessing there. So the medium carrots peeled, cut into chunks. I'm using our Santoku knife out of our forged cutlery. Again, it's proper cutlery. It has a full tang all the way through, lifetime warranty. And it's the weighting of it. I really like how it feels in my hand here. So I'm just going to chunk up these carrots and put them in as well. So it said 2 medium. Again, remember I said I had these crazy little, I don't know, anemic carrots. It came in a a discount bundle of carrots before Christmas that I got from something, and you know, works perfectly well, I think, for something like this. So again, just cut these into chunks. Alright, so 2 medium carrots from my few that I picked as my anemic carrots, and then half a medium onion peeled and cut into chunks. And again, I have the onions right here. It was in my bowl with the squash. So that's half a medium onion. In it goes. A little bit left in the bowl here. So these are all raw veggies. Nothing is cooked here. 2 garlic cloves peeled. So I peeled the 2 garlic cloves in the go, simple. And then the last ingredient that it calls for is a cup of dried apple diced. We have not been able to find that in Cochrane, so I've just used a fresh apple, about a 1/4 cup. We find that it's worked before. And that's everything in here. So water, seasoning, 3 cups of butternut squash, your carrots, your onion, and in our case, the fresh apple. And then I am just going to put the lid on. And then it sort of beeps at me that it's correct. And then it has this different settings on the top here. I'm turning this dial. Till it gets to the soup setting. So I'm just following the instructions. It says add the soup ingredients in the order listed in the picture. Replace and lock the lid. Turn the wheel to select the soup setting and press start. And that's it. When it's done cooking and heating, it's going to start chopping things up now. When it's done, I'm going to add some heavy cream. That's it. This will take about half an hour to make. I'll pop back on live and show you when we're closer to the end. But I didn't cook a thing. And it kind of heats up and spins things around. And it will chunk all of this ingredients up, and it will make a soup puree. So it is fabulous for other things. I've used it for making a white sauce to put over scalloped potatoes. It makes this amazing nacho sauce for making a good nacho dip. There's lots of uses for that. So this is the Deluxe cooking blender. As I said, it's going to heat up, it's going to whir, and it's going to pulse things up. It'll take a little bit of time. If I stop talking, you might be able to hear it bubbling. It is actually heating. So again, I will pop back on when it's a little bit closer to. I don't think we need to stand here and watch it fully do everything. So if you can kind of see, the pieces are getting a little bit smaller now. So that's it. Butternut squash soup. I cut up some veggies. I threw in some water and some seasoning. Press go. I like that kind of soup making. Hope you are all having a fabulous day. Thank you.